For season 3 of Ashton on Adventure, I left my home in the Caribbean and set off to travel for a full 6 months. During this time, I visited 12 countries and seen the good, bad, and the ugly.
No voice, because I've been puking all night.
Across all of them. This week's episode concludes this amazing travel season, and before we jump into it, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for being here and supporting this adventure. It means the world to me. This week, we're picking up where we left off last, spending 21 days in a bedouin camp in the middle of the Wadi Rum desert in the country of Jordan. It's taken some work to get used to the desert life, but it's not all sunsets and camels in this episode.
Hi y'all, I'm Ashton. I've set off on year 3 of solo traveling and having adventures around the world where I'm celebrating different cultures, making new friends, indulging in local cuisine, and trying exciting new things in exotic countries. There's so much of the world to be seen and to inspire us all, and I can't wait to take you with me. Subscribe and follow along. After all, to live would be an awfully big adventure.
The reason I'm here is a workaway program, and I'm staying to help with websites and social media. Seems like I'm also kind of a translator for their booking.com site, which is fine. But the dude's laptop is like a 2000 brick. And that's where all of the passwords and everything is logged in. It has a 10-minute battery lifespan. And the Wi-Fi is kind of very centrally located, so you can't really go too far. And this morning I finally found a document with all of the passwords on it, which is great, except that Google has the two-factor authentication system, so I can't log on mine because it wants to send him a text, but he can't get a text because we're out in the middle of the desert. It's like a whole thing. So today's a little frustrating with that, because I could happily use 2 computers, but I'm just more comfortable with my computer because it's newer, it's faster, it's not as heavy, and it's got a 10-hour battery life. So, and then navigating all of this through a language barrier is tough this morning. Well, I mean, it's tough every day, but he does speak English, but it's kind of minimal. So not all of that gets through, and then a lot of those tech words and stuff don't translate. So just frustrated this morning, trying to do the work that I came here to do, and I can't. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Okay, so what do you call this? Food. I spent a majority of my day in a very uncomfortable chair because it's in direct sight of the Wi-Fi router. And I got half a website done. I got a ton of pictures edited, transferred, moving, some research done. A fair amount of productivity. And all of my legs are cramped up and stuff, so I'm going on a nice little sunset walk through the sand in the desert. And sunset's right kind of over that way, so we just get the sunset glow here. This is my area. Isn't it beautiful? So just me and an audiobook walking through the desert. You know, in the old movies where it kind of looked like someone had painted the backdrop on a piece of canvas on a piece of plywood, and the actors were just supposed to act in front of it? That's what this looks like. You can what this looks like. It doesn't even look real. Like, it doesn't even look real.
So,
I think our cook is listening to Despacito. It's definitely Despacito. In the middle of the desert. Like a remix for Egyptian remix. I thought I heard it and then thought I was going crazy because you don't hear music like that out here. This is the mess tent where I am working today. So that's all. This is a rock at the base. So my camp friend, bedouin friend, who just doesn't speak much English, just said, okay, we go to the village. And I said, okay, grab my camera and my, what cash I have, just in case. Shakira, you coming to see me? Good morning. Hi. This is where we have lunch most days. It's good, let's eat. So this morning, they're having some sort of like desert marathon. And these crazies, oh, and there's a camel. Yeah, these crazies are walk jogging through the desert. It's not my camel. It's okay. We're apparently not doing, we're serving lunch to some guests who are not getting here for another 2 hours. And so I said, no, I think I can wait, even though I'm really starving. So my cook just brought me over a big bowl of soup. And then look how much rice and chicken this is. And he's figured out that I really like the chicken legs, and I don't really like the big
big thighs, so.
Okay, I got brought along on a 3-hour Jeep tour this morning, so I'm going to show you a little bit more about what the desert has for us. And I'm with the Belgian group. Oh, I don't think you can hear it. That one of those Jeeps was definitely playing the Macarena. This site is said to have some inscriptions on it, so we're going to go see inscriptions. Okay, the camel subscription. You see them all up there?
네, 저분 제가 찍어드릴 정도는 제가 찍어줘요. 여기 수박은 제가 잘 찍어서.
오, 잠시만. 오, 안 무서워.
Alright, this is the little canyon that my old bedouin bestie brought me to the other day, and I didn't really get to come up in it. You can take the path all the way in, so I'm just walking in. Do I have the stamina for this morning? I don't know. We're gonna give it a go. Oh, she makes it look easy. This is much harder than it looks because the sand just moves when you step. I have like a pound of sand in my shoes. Not helping. Going down should be fun. Alright, I'm gonna ride with, this is the water truck for the camp. Those are the pumps. An old bestie just asked me to ride with them to go get more water. And I want to get out of the camp. So I don't know what this will entail, but we're going. We stopped for tea. And what I think is this guy's bedroom. But he's like at the plant. I'm not sure what's happening and I don't understand any of it. Look, if you guys just thought I went to like easy places. Here's me sitting on the floor of some random person's room that doesn't speak English, drinking their tea. Okay, well, he fills up the truck. Old bestie told me to go see the camels. I don't know where the camels are, but Just gonna go on walkabout and find the camels. I have spotted a camel. Ooh, several camels. Just in this warehouse spot. It's so weird. I don't get it. Here they are. And there's a baby. Oh my gosh, he's tiny. All right, these camels are tethered in. I don't know why. I don't know if baby is. All right, baby does not seem to be tied down or tethered in in any way. That is the biggest ant I've ever seen carrying like half of a beetle. I can't really understand what these plants are, but we stopped to take a picture of them. I don't know what they are though. Very pretty, very green. I haven't seen green in a while. And now old bestie is doing his prayers, which I'm respecting. I'm just enjoying the green. Doorstep. I'd asked for some fruit juice earlier from the village, so let's see what I got. Holy moly. Good morning, friends. We're having a thing, as you can hear, which is fun. I was trying to tend to the fire last night and like just sucked in a whole bunch of like the smoke. And then I slept horribly, and this is what I woke up with. So this is my voice today. We are packed. It's a very exciting day. We are packed. We are going to get to like really leave the camp and go to Petra today. I'm paying about $100 for a taxi to take me from here to Petra, which is like a 2-hour drive. I'm going to hit the ground running, see as much of Petra as I can. Apparently you need 2 days there, and I don't have that. So yeah, I get to go see Petra today. This is probably going to be the only sadly, this is the only like kind of touristy thing I get to do here in Jordan, but that's okay. We'll have a breakdown of that later on. I expected to have more outings, and I just haven't. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna head out and take the 2-hour drive to go see Petra, and then we'll be back at the camp tonight. So let's go. We left an hour late. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's now a 2-hour drive to Petra. My driver is very nice. Doesn't speak much English, but just ran in to get me a coffee. A coffee, y'all. I haven't had coffee in like almost 3 weeks. All right, stopped here for a picture of the view. Stopped for another panorama. City down there. No clue what this is, but he stopped for me to take a picture. Pretty rock. Looks like an elephant, kind of. Alright, we're finally out of the car. I'm feeling not great. Okay, we have our ticket. We're doing things a little sketch, how the locals told me to do it. They've dropped me off at the back side of Petra. And they've got some shuttle. Well, this is actually at Little Petra. I bought a ticket to Big Petra. and I'm walking the 2 minutes to the shuttle to take me to the back of Big Petra. And then I will start at the monastery, which is usually like at the end, and then walk in to the front of Petra. I don't know if that makes sense. Because normally you go in the front, you walk all the way to the monastery, and then all the way back. And my guide told me this is the best way to do it. So seems sketch, but it's what we're doing. Okay, I think that's my shuttle. Right, sketchy fan race over. It wasn't that sketchy. Everyone else is doing it too. And we're on the trail to hike up to the monastery.
Let you lead. I just point and walk.
Okay. This is going to be a very, very long day. I keep having to tell myself, one day, push through, you can make it. It's probably about 10 miles of walking overall. The last part is supposed to be easy, but hi donkey. We're about to climb up the stairs. And somewhere back behind there in the next like 30 minutes is supposed to be the monastery, which is the hardest part to get to. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel awful. And I'm starving to pee. So we're just a great big bowl of fun. I also had a feeling this morning I should tape up my knee, because if you're new here, I have welcome. But I have really bad knees from dancing for almost 20 years, and I didn't do it. And I probably should have. Oh, it's a gorgeous view. You can also ride donkeys up. Honestly, probably should have gone that route. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fine. Here, music. I think these are all good. Oh yeah, I see fancy stuff. We're here. Thank goodness. I'm hiking for a solid hour. Here. Okay, so this is the monastery. Not quite there yet, but you can see it. If you're wanting to visit Petra, you can climb all the way up there for a view. Sorry. Like 3 hours to see the whole park because the dude said he's expecting me back at 5. Not thinking about the fact that it would take almost an hour to get to the back drop-off point and then an hour to enter the park. I'm a little rushed, a little anxious, so I'm not going up there to see the view. I'll see the view from right here. Yeah.
monastery. Oh, beautiful. Got a little shopping thing going on right there. Okay. Okay, and based on the map, this is technically the last point. We're just starting here first. So you start at the beginning. Grandma made it up. So you walk all the way through, and this is supposed to be the last point. And then from the like main section to here is supposed to be a hard hike. Probably why they're cheering for Grandma. And so we just came the opposite direction. We started here, and then we're gonna go all the way back through. So I think that like the treasury should be the last thing we see, last big thing. And we need bathrooms, we need food. There is food here, but I'm not stopping here because the bathrooms aren't here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go on ahead, push through. Goodbye to the monastery. We're gonna continue along with this adventure. And hopefully the adventure includes bathrooms and food soon. All right, we are going to city center. Some fresh squeezed orange juice. Oh my gosh, thank you. How much? All right, and I'm about to have to switch over to filming with my GoPro. Thank goodness I packed it because I was getting a bracelet and my painting. Not that top one there. And my charging block fell out of my bag and bent the end of the cord, so it will no longer charge. So if I can find another cord, I can get my phone charged. If not, we are on reserves, which gives me much anxiety. Okay, now all of the footage will be filmed on the GoPro from here on out. Well, this is the rest of Petra that we're gonna get to see.
What's the name?
Yosef? Oh. This is what it looks like. Okay, update. It's not broken. Even though I felt a crack. Very hard one. So they wrapped it up. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I cannot make this up. Look at her. We don't deserve animals. Okay, well, that's a little bright, but for reference, this is the Petra map. You normally start here, but my guide suggested dropping me off about an hour out here so that you can start at the monastery, which is the hardest hike, and then you only have to go through the park once, as opposed to what they recommend is you start here all the way up to the monastery and then all the way back. Okay, so there's your reference point. This is 5 miles and this is 1.6 miles, and by the time I got here I'd probably already done 1.5 miles of hard hiking. I fell about right there, somewhere in here, because I didn't make it to this point. So I fell somewhere right in there, and then my little donkey ride took me here,
and then took me out this way for a shortcut. All right, we're still gimpy. I don't know if I ever finished that story, but basically it wasn't broken, which I'm shocked about because I felt it crack when I... Timber! That was 2 days ago. I kept it up. I rested it yesterday. I'm supposed to leave today and go spend the night in Aqaba. All of a sudden my host decided today was the day I needed a 4-hour Jeep tour, so I may be taking a 4-hour Jeep tour. I may just be going into Aqaba, but either way, my stuff is packed and I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I think they're calling me. All right, one last Jeep tour of the desert before I leave. This is what the city looks like. And then you have the white people taking pictures with the I Heart Aqaba sign. All right, and if you're big into diving, this is the city you need to come to, but I don't have time for that. So we're only here for like less than 8 hours, but we're gonna get to see the Red Sea at sunset, which is beautiful. All right, everyone lined up on the beach. There's some cruise ships in port over there. Coming for you. I don't know if you can see those golden arches. We're heading that way. This is just right next to the beach. Look at that sunset. It's beautiful. I'd also like to note for those curious, because I've gotten some messages. Look how beautiful that sunset is. I can't even. That there are a ton of tourists here. So, all kinds of different cultures. Buffalo wings. Okay, maybe I'm not having McDonald's. Maybe I'm having buffalo wings. Don't judge me. But it's my last night in Jordan and I want American food. I've had the exact same breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the last 3 weeks. enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an adventure, and follow the daily adventures over on Instagram and TikTok.